let's just we've talked about a lot of stuff, but what are some of the anchor things that we do for our clients in terms of SEO and marketing services at KHTS?
We will sit down with a client and number one, make sure that their website is fully optimized. That's one of the biggest things we're seeing right now is that as and I believe I said this earlier, that people have beautiful websites, great content, and haven't optimized it well.
So that's an important distinction to make. It may look really nice, but if it's not optimized, it doesn't matter. At that point, it's a diary, right? So it needs to be optimized, which is an important distinction to make.
And as we bring in new people, I've got my mantra that Google is basically here to help you find what you're looking for. That's the only real reality of the search engine. And so if we can be true to that and assist in helping a potential customer find what they're looking for, and in this case, it would be our client in that category with those keywords, then we've done our job. And that's the first thing. So we're sitting down with the client, figuring out what it is that people are looking for when they're searching for them. And then we look under the hood on their website and really see what's going on. We take a look and do a full analysis of what their competition is on the search engine side and also on the web side, and then also getting a feel for what's their distinction, what makes them different than their competitors. And by having all that information, then we can really sit down and create a full strategy for them that makes sense from a search optimization standpoint. And a lot of that comes from doing rich content with them. And some of it is just doing, interviews. It's doing YouTube, which we didn't even talk about YouTube, but Google owns YouTube. So YouTube is definitely an important part of our strategy as well. And we've been working on in the YouTube universe now for I want to say about 10 years on the YouTube side, and that's a critical piece of it. And then the live components now with Facebook Live and Instagram Live, those also are now adding in important pieces. And then of course you have some specific social media. So if you're trying to target an older demo, we say older demo, 45 plus demo of women here in Santa Clarita, Pinterest might be a good way to go. And then going the traditional route, a lot of times what's different now than our old days of when we just had the radio station, we'd go out and maybe, back then, if there were 5,000 businesses in Santa Clarita, maybe 1,000 of them really could use radio, either if they didn't have a budget or if they were just the local dry cleaner right there in town covering a neighborhood, or for a variety of other, or they were business to business. Radio was not a cost efficient way to do it, so we were limited to about 1,000 different businesses that we could have as a relationship with in potential marketing. Now, the last time we checked, there's somewhere between 13 and 14,000 businesses that we've identified in Santa Clarita. And I'm not talking about, some home businesses that are under the radar. I'm talking about regular businesses. Some of those may be coming from the home, but they're regular businesses. And with all of our different platforms and everything that we have, and you add in the home and garden show, there isn't any business of those 13 or 14,000 that we don't have something that can make sense for them. And that's so for us, that's the biggest difference. There isn't a business in town that we can't be talking to, even with a very, very limited budget, because there's some component that we have that can get them customers, get them results.
Awesome. Thank you, Carl.
You've got it, Kyle.
This has been a fun conversation about SEO, marketing, and all things KHTS in terms of marketing and marketing strategies for you and your business.